I'm aware of the dissonance involved in me, a certifiable old, talking to you, a young whippersnapper, about social media. But here we go. So for artists, the really big one is Instagram. It's a way to get your work out there and theoretically to engage with other like-minded people. In terms of posting activity, I don't know, do what you want. Seems like more than once a day would start to get annoying. Less than 2-3 times a week would defeat the purpose of trying to engage with people. You could play the games about certain kinds of posts on certain kinds of days, throwback Thursdays and whatnot, but you're so young, you have nothing back to which you can throw. Probably your better bet is to just steadily post studio activity. One of the great joys of Instagram is to see works in progress as they develop. Take advantage of that. From a marketing point of view, probably more important is that you not only follow, but engage with those kinds of artists and galleries that you're interested in. Engage with, incidentally, means not just like, but actually comment. And not just comment, hey cool, or looks good, but to really engage with. Make a sincere observation. Give critical feedback, politely, or best of all, ask a question. The chances of them re-engaging with you go up exponentially. A director of development for nonprofits that I talked to one time posited the theory that you should never ask for something until you've had a minimum of 3 engagements. So don't go immediately from, wow, great image, to, do you want to show my art? When posting your own, make sure that you do take advantage of hashtags. Yes, an old person is telling you to use hashtags. Shut up. Try to find ones that are broad enough to help drive traffic to your image, but not so broad that you get lost. Hashtag art probably is less effective than hashtag pottery or hashtag wood-fired or something. I don't know, you kids these days. Go ahead and register your Instagram account as a business account. It'll give you more information about engagement. If you do register your Instagram account as a business, then you have to pay mana to the colossus that is Facebook. Facebook deservedly has a terrible reputation. In your case, it still has some utility because it is a way to connect with organizations and professionals in the arts. Also, the fact that it's populated by people even older than me is actually a good thing for you because old people are the ones with the money. So try to set up a Facebook account and keep it active, at least mirroring your Instagram posts, and pay special attention to announcements and other activities that you can put on there. My son would be disappointed if I didn't mention YouTube as a possibility. He's convinced that this is his future career. If you have an interesting process, are dangerously attractive, really stupid, or simply in desperate need of attention, perhaps you can start a YouTube channel. Behind the scenes, works in progress, and demonstrations are all good fodder for a YouTube channel. For those of you who, like my son, think that you're going to become millionaires, you should be aware of the fact that you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views before monetization kicks in at all. So you definitely want to mix in some cat videos. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that there are apps out there that can help you schedule your social media posts. Hootsuite is probably the most well-known, and though it is generally a paid service, they do have a free option. It is limited to 3 social media channels, but that probably is what you need for art. And there are certain restrictions on how frequently you can post or how far out you can schedule. If you are interested in grouping, batching, and scheduling your posts, Hootsuite or their competitors might be something to explore. There are a bagazillion, that's a scientific term, other social media accounts out there. And while DeviantArt, Discord, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Tumblr are ones that I know that artists use, I have to say that I never actually hear about them leading to much in a professional context as an artist. LinkedIn obviously is something that people use in a professional context for employment. And while many artists have great Pinterest pages, the career advancement side of social media seems to happen on Instagram instead. They're just saving cool things on Pinterest and Tumblr. Twitter is a vicious hellscape of terrible politics. And if you're stupid enough to get on there, then you should definitely follow Women's Art One and Artists of Color, who will populate your feed with cool images by contemporary and historical artists. TikTok and Snapchat are words that someone of my age should not say out loud. And while I am being your grandma, let me go ahead and remind you that it's probably a good idea for you to separate out your personal Instagram from your artist professional Instagram. Ideally, you could create an Instagram account handle that is similar to your website domain name and put your art-related posts there. And when putting together this presentation, I was trying to figure out which of the classic nags I would end with. Don't post anything you don't want to last forever, because the internet never forgets, even if you delete it. Or don't post anything you don't want your grandmother to see, but then you might have a crazy hippie grandma who doesn't care. Or don't post anything you wouldn't want shown in court, although there is a long history of artists using legal notoriety to gain fame and therefore art sales. Maybe don't be a dick and don't be stupid. And get off my lawn.